High as the ceiling. High as the ceiling. High as the ceiling.
Yo, what's up everyone? I'm Tyron, and today I'm starting a new episode of another new series that I'm starting here, and it's this one's called Bye 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 Breakdown. And basically what I'm going to be doing is just breaking down the lyrics of my latest tracks that I drop and shit. So this episode is for High As The Ceilin, my latest track that just dropped. If you want to give that a listen, just hop down in the link in the description if you haven't heard it yet. And listen to that shit first, come back, and then you'll understand how the lyrics are made, or watch this first and then go listen to it after, and then whatever the fuck you want to do. So let's get straight into it. Like the story behind High As The Ceilin was basically, I was at my cousin's place. Me and my cousin Ari, we had just been smoking in his shed in the backyard, and we were high as fuck. And we were like just sitting there, and we're like, yeah, let's make a beat. Feel like making a beat, so we went inside and made the beat for High As The Ceilin. And I came up with the hook on the spot because like I was high as fuck, and that was just what was on my mind. And I also came up with the little saxophone melody that you hear come in through the hook, and sometimes in the verses as well. And I've even got the voice recordings of me coming up with that shit. They sound like really bad, just keep that in mind, but I'll just show you like the process of me getting the idea out of my head. So this is me coming up with the hook right here.
High as the ceiling, 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 high as the ceiling.
Those little like that I'm doing in between that shit, that was me attempting to make the noises of the scratches. Like I wanted the scratches in there, like as you hear in the hook in the actual song, like you hear actual scratches in there. But that was just me attempting to make that sound, but it sounds nothing like the shit. And this is me coming up with the saxophone melody, and this shit sounds even weirder. So just prepare your ears. You can tell just from that laugh there that I was high as fuck. Yeah, basically that was how the track came together. Like I came back here and I added the saxophone melody and the guitar, and and then I just wrote to it. And so what the song is about is very self-explanatory. Just from the title, you know what it's about. It's just about being high as fuck, and that's what the beat made me think of. So that's what I wrote about. And so let's get into breaking down these lyrics. Let's get straight into it.
So dense and sticky that the scissors they ain't cutting through. Smoking all these spliffs down to the roaches till I'm bugging poo.
Alright, so that's a bar right there. That is so if you are not a stoner yourself, you don't smoke, or you just don't know what a roach is in terms of like weed terminology, basically it's just a filter at the end of a joint. So you get, this is how I usually do it. I just get like a bit of cardboard and I roll that shit up as tight as I can, and just sit that in the end of my joint as my filter. And so smoking the spliffs down to the roaches. So I'm smoking them right down to the filter. I'm not leaving any of that shit till I'm bugging. Like roaches, there's a bit of double entendre, because roaches as in cockroaches. I'm smoking these spliffs down to the roaches till I'm bugging. Like my mind's bugging out and shit. So that's a little bit of a bar there.
Out of chairs, choose your shit, but I'm so high it's comfortable.
So basically a shit chair when you're high, like no matter where the fuck you're sitting, it's gonna be comfortable as fuck. Depends what bud you're smoking, but most of the time, if it's some good indica shit and you're very sleepy from it, you could be laying on the ground and that shit's gonna be comfortable as fuck. So that is what that bar is.
When you leave the spot, man, the smell will still be stuck to you. It's pungent, dude. I'm high all the time, so you know I'm never punctual. But I want the calmest too, put a full stop to the nonsense you.
So that's another bar right there. High all the time, so you know I'm never punctual. So like you know, when you're high and shit, you'll be forgetting shit. So yeah, I'm not gonna be making places on time, but punctual, like as in, you know, like punctuation and shit. So like you got your commas, your full stops, your exclamation marks, all that shit. So I say high all the time, so you know I'm never punctual, but I want the commas too, like commas as in money. Put a full stop to the nonsense you. So like, yeah, just adding that little bit of wordplay in there with the commas and the full stop and the punctual shit.
Haters be betraying, I'm still out here feeling wonderful. Smoke till I'm not functional, they all still find me lovable. Have a Friday on a Friday, they like waking bacon, I like waking bacon my way, which is the highway. There's no way that I could drive safe. More I'm rolling though, controlling, can even keep my eyes straight.
That's another bar. I'm gonna have a fried day on a Friday. My day's gonna be fried on a Friday. Yeah, so basically, when I'm saying they like wake and bacon, I'm talking about like wake and bacon as in like, you know, like bacon and eggs that you eat. Like you cook the bacon in the pan, that sort of shit. So like they like wake and bacon because people have that shit for breakfast. But I like wake and bacon my way. So I like wake and bacon as in waking up and getting stoned as fuck. So, which is the highway. So like, you know, the highway, wake and bake in the highway, which is what I'm doing. I'm wake and bake in the highway. They wake and bake in the breakfast way. I'm wake and bake in the highway. There's no way that I could drive safe. Another bar. You drive on the highway. I'm doing this the highway. And I also say more I'm rolling, no controlling, like after that shit. So like, you know, people say I'm rolling like when they're driving their car sort of shit. But I'm saying like more I'm rolling these J's. No controlling, I can't even keep my eyes straight, I'm that fucking high.
Right now my life's great, flow is smoother than a sine wave. Goodbye to all my stresses and then hello to my mindscape.
Yeah, so flow is smoother than a sine wave. If you don't know like your like producing and shit and you know, just like music terminology and shit, a sine wave is just like a real smooth, like, you know, sound wave. So that's why I'm saying like flow is smoother than a sine wave. But then I say goodbye to all my stresses and then hello to my mindscape. So it's like I'm saying I'm waving goodbye to them, but I'm talking about a sine wave as well. So yeah.
I think I might take another hit, you know that I'm baked, but I'm still feeling so chill. Forgot what I'd say cause I'm...
Yeah, so you know that I'm baked, but I'm still feeling so chill. So like, you know, you're talking about something that's baked. It's gonna be hot because it's been baked in the oven. But I'm still feeling so chill because I'm stoned, bro. Like I'm talking about baked as in being high. So I'm baked, but I'm still feeling so chill. And I forgot what I'd say because I'm high, because you forget what you're gonna say all the fucking time.
High as the ceiling, 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 high as the ceiling.
The hook means that I'm high as the ceiling.
Okay, I'm
high as the ceiling, I'll write how I'm feeling. I'm vibing, I'm chilling, this joint in my hand, I might light up a million. Sky is the limit, that rhyme it's no biggie. I'm diving in spirits to find what I'm missing. Minding the skillet, my eyes looking different.
Yeah, I love that bar there. So Sky's the Limit is like one of my favourite Biggie songs ever. So like I'm saying, Sky is the limit, I rhyme it's no biggie. So just, yeah, a bit of wordplay there. And yeah, I'm diving in spirits to find what I'm missing. So like, obviously everyone knows that Biggie has sadly passed away. He's been passed away for a long time. And yeah, so I'm diving in spirits, like, you know, as in like diving into like the spirits of like him, you know, all the great rappers that have passed, to find what I'm missing in my rapping game. But it's also another double entendre for I'm diving in spirits, as in like I'm diving in like alcoholic spirits. And yeah, so just another little double entendre and shit there. I don't know if you call it double entendre, but yeah, just some wordplay and shit. And then yeah, my mind in a skillet, because like my mind is like cooked. So you cook shit in a skillet, like a pan. It's another word for a pan. And my eyes looking different because, you know, when you're high, your eyes obviously get a lot lower and redder. So
Don't know if it's my head or it's the world spinning. Enthusiastic on my path, yeah, I'm not curbing it. My life was pretty bland before I put some herb in it. See, up and down, still on the ground, but now I'm surfacing.
I love that bar there. So, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the show Curb Your Enthusiasm. So, like, I'm saying I'm enthusiastic on my path. So, like, you know, a path has got a curb, like the fucking edge of it, whatever you call that shit. Yeah, so I'm enthusiastic on my path. Yeah, I'm not curbing it. So, little Curb Your Enthusiasm bar there. Like, I've barely watched the show, bro, but I just came up with that shit and I fucking liked it. And yeah, my life is pretty bland before I put some herb in it. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Like, my life got a lot more interesting after I added the lovely herb of Mary Jane Awana to it.
Determining how many joints to burn in this session. They question just how the fuck I turn a mix into ashes so rapid. Some strange occurrences tend to happen when having the shit we purchasing.
Yeah, I love this little section here. So, like, when I'm like talking about two things at once. When I'm saying, like, determining how many joints to burn in this session, they question just how the fuck I turn a mix into ashes so rapid. So basically, I'm talking about, like, obviously smoking, because this is what the whole song is about. Like, determining how many joints, as in, you know, like a joint that you light and fucking smoke, to burn in this session. They question just how the fuck I turn a mix. So if you don't know what a mix is, I don't know if they call it a mix like everywhere in the world, but in Australia a mix is like where you've got like you know, just like your weed and tobacco mix. Yeah, I smoke mostly green mixes, not much tobacco. But yeah, turn that into ashes so rapid because I'm smoking that shit very quickly. But then I'm also talking about recording. So, like, determining how many joints, as in tracks. You know, people call a song a joint. Like, yeah, hop on this joint, listen to this joint. How many joints to burn in this, because there's fire, bro. Session. So, studio session. How many joints to burn in this studio session? The question is how the fuck I turn a mix. You know, like a mix as in the levels of, like, the track. How the fuck I turn a mix into ashes. Once again, because it's fire. Yeah.
I'm never lacing my J's, but one day we'll lace up some J's and keep smoking these J's till I fade away. I'm sick of my day to day, but it's a new day today, so I'ma just place no shame. My brain's running way astray.
Yeah, another little bit of wordplay there. So, never lacing my J's. So, like, I'm never lacing my joints with any other drugs. And but one day I'll lace up some J's, as in, like, Jordans. I really want a fucking pair of Jordans. I've never owned one. They're expensive as fuck. But yeah, one day I'll lace up some J's and keep smoking these J's till I fade away. So keep smoking these J's till the day I'm gone. And, you know, they call a fadeaway in basketball a J. So, you know, or just a jump shot, you know, a J. So yeah, that is the whole track broken down, all the bars explained and shit, all the wordplay explained. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching it. If you want to check out the track, once again, it's just in the link in the description. Yeah, go give it a listen, save it, add it to your playlist if you fuck with it. Yeah, peace, I'll catch you later.
High as the ceiling, 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 high as the ceiling.